Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my channel. So guys, guess what? Got some exciting news. Extremely exciting news to share with every single one of you guys. So, many of you are going to be looking at that title and we're like, what's going on, Mr. Ghosh? Mr. Ghosty, what's going on? Well, we have finally reached a plateau, per se. After all this hard work of consistently pushing ourselves, we kind of get to ask the question, did we really make it? Did we really finally get to that point where superior development has finally paid off? And that becomes a bigger question. And to that question, we can answer yes. We are officially here. What's up, Aiden? You did well last night. Yes, you did. Hold on, Milo. Marley, enough of the shenanigans. Gabby, take out the dogs. Yo, what's up? What's up, Emily? Yo, Emily. Yeah, I know it's snowing really bad. Time to go. Welcome. We're away from some more familiar faces to roll in before the grand reveal of what I have in store for you guys. And I gotta have a conversation with some of my developers. Alright. Guys, I am super excited. You have no idea how excited I am for you guys. Because we has... Yeah, for me too. For me too. Let us know, let us know, let us know. Let it snow. Hi guys. I have arrived. Yes, I have. Alright. I have arrived. And excitement, guys. This is excitement. Beyond excitement. Alright. Oh. Hello there, Buddy the Block. How are you? Goes backwards. Yeah. Who? Dano. How you doing, Buddy with the Block, aka Dano? Just woke up, wasn't feeling good. Not good. Aiden, did you have a full day? Alright, give me a second. We're gonna have to roll up my Discord because I gotta get the other developers awake. We'll be doing a little bit of that later. Not consistently right now. Oh, look at that. A minute. Alright, so with that being said, yeah, guys, we are officially in phase 3 of development. After long, hard labor, long, hard work, the map is now officially done. I do like what they did with the water. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with how my water shorelines looked beforehand. They were kind of blocky, choppy, crappy. Whatever they did fixed all that. Made it look cleaner and better. So obviously still some small minute things that will be done is this boardwalk here, this one here. But as you notice, this boardwalk way over here is done. Beyond that, guys, we are officially done with the map. The map is now 100% done. All the street lights are in. Every area is illuminated the way it should be. I don't not think I missed a beat, to be honest with you guys. And I think I consistently hammered every area. Obviously, you're not going to get lights within the cemetery because that makes no sense. But every nook and cranny. Obviously, I'm going to add some parking lights here. But yesterday we were working on the fire department. I believe our plug count is 21,000. That's going to jump just a little bit because of the fire trucks that are coming in, which is going to be roughly a 3,000 to 4,000 for everything else. Cop cars are now in place. I added some newer tires in the cop cars. You guys remember that. These tires I didn't have to replace. There will be a Dodge Charger coming to the game for you guys, just not at the moment. Now, when you guys look at Timmy Arnold, Foxy has arrived. Oof. I'll pray for your mom, buddy. Oof. Hip surgery. That's never fun. Never fun. So, we played quite a few roleplay games over the past year. I have, at least. On many different platforms, including Roblox. Dano and I have played a very... I can't say the game was well made. Script-wise, GUI-wise, the game was well made. Building-wise, yes. Road-wise, not so much. There were some issues with the roads that I saw. Yes, you can, Foxy. Yes, you can. So we are now officially inside phase 3, and what that's going to entail of, guys, is the game going to be ready? Yes. Right now, if you're part of the Roblox group, you can actually go in the game, drive the cars around. That's pretty much it. You don't have your phone out yet. We don't have a lot of the in-game services established yet. Yeah, I know. I fully agree with that. But as I play these other roleplay games, I do it for a reason, because it does open my mind what I like of what I see and what I like what I don't see. Now, this is where alright. So this is where I stand on how Astoria gameplay is gonna play out. Now, for a lot of you guys, ooh, mama, I love that. I'm moving in, man. Okay. I love that. Waiting on my developers to get back to me. Howdy, Justin Vlogs. How are you? So, guys, what does that mean when it comes? Yes, we'll have flying planes, just not right yet. That's not like a top priority. Priority number one, we're not going to have this free-for-all open and fire on everybody type of effect, because we have to make the role play realistic. Okay, in real life, you're not going to roll up to a police officer and brat-ta-ta-ta him, okay, because the odds are they're going to lay lead into you and you're going to be on the ground pretty much. They're like, you noob. So obviously that's one detail that I am going to be talking with the programmers about when it comes to the free roam, crazy shootingness. I don't want that. I want it to be more criminally based. So if you're going to break the law, guys. Yeah, well, in America, you deal with a lot. Well, not really, though, Foxy. Like, I know the media tells everybody that in America, there's always these wild, wild west. It's really not. You know, what you deal with a lot is mental health issues, but we won't get into all that political genre when it comes to that. Now, another thing I noticed within that most recent roleplay game, too many cops. And I'm going to explain that to you guys. So let's say if I have a server of 50 players, I do not need, and I'm going to very emphasize on this, we do not need 30 police officers in that community. So that means in each server, we're going to limit it, the amount of officers that are going to be entailed. So right now we're looking at, obviously, the police station. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cop cars. No, necessarily that doesn't mean we're going to only have 5 positions. Police chief is always the police chief. So if somebody joins the server, they get to be a police chief of that server. So wee woo, you're the police chief, okay? Now, the next guy in charge is the supervisor. Now, that could be, I'm not going to get into the logistics of you're a captain, you're a lieutenant. It's going to be just a supervisor, you know what I'm saying? We're not going to get into it. We might, I'll talk to developers, but most likely we'll just call you a supervisor. So those are 2 locked-in positions. You're not going to have double of these, okay? So let's say if that supervisor... All right, Foxy. So let's say within the server that this supervisor leaves. That means that position is opened. Okay? Somebody can join the police department as a role play, as a supervisor. Now, I want you guys to really immerse yourself on how realistic this should be. So let's say if Officer A pulls all over Civilian D, and the Civilian D is me. And you guys know me. You guys watch enough of my streams. I am a ball breaker. I like cracking jokes. So if that person is like, yeah, I got a body in my back trunk, what should the officer do? Not pull out his gun and open fire on the individual. You know what I'm saying? Immediately he should entail back to his vehicle. Precisely, actually, you want to be technical. You are to get back to your vehicle and go behind your vehicle with now your weapon should be out, unbuckled, and your hand on the holster. And at that point, you're now calling for backup. Each jurisdiction is a little bit different. I do know some are calling it 1013. Some of them calls that like 1041. And I think 1013 is some areas, I might be wrong on this, is officer down. 1041 is officer in distress or needs backup. So immediately you're going to call backup as well for a supervisor. So immediately the supervisor will arrive, okay? I'm not saying he'll be the first one to arrive, but the supervisor would arrive. Then your backup would arrive, okay? The police chief does not have to show up, but he can. We will have a detective, okay? We will have 1 or 2 detective roles within this police department. I do not have that vehicle in here yet. The police chief vehicle will get a secondary deputy chief vehicle. That has not entailed yet. I'm still working on that vehicle because I want to make it optimal as possible for the map. You guys see me the other day. It took a lot of work to get these vehicles to be optimized. So if we open 252 real quick, I'll pull in at least 1 DT vehicle just for this scenario. It's going to be epic. In this particular region, no, we're not going to have SWAT, but we will have enough law enforcement. You know, we will eventually have military. So I haven't discussed of probably SWAT within a small town of only 50,000. You might have to utilize the Imperial Guardsmen, but that could be a consideration down the road of a possibility. You know what I'm saying? If the game's really kicking off in one of our bigger cities, we might end up implementing a SWAT type unit, which will only entail of 3-4 players. Because as I said, if the server is only 50 players, I would say the max of law enforcement should be roughly at 8. Firefighters should be at 8. Then obviously additional 4 medics. And obviously we have the Syndex Corporation, so we'll have them as well. These vehicles are almost done. I only have that vehicle left to do. This one right here needs its liveries. I did these vehicles pretty well yesterday. It took a lot to optimize these vehicles. So with these done, I have DT vehicles. So alright, where is the other? I shouldn't be having any pole within this map. And the biggest issue that I do face when I'm doing this, and a lot of this, you know, fixing the vehicles, optimizing the vehicles. Alright, so we will not use this one, we'll use this one, okay, which is a fairly newer vehicle, and it's very already optimized as it is. As I said, I don't need to go too crazy. I do got to get back into this studio afterward. I'm not going to be implementing the Crown Vics in this particular area. Maybe in the older cities I might. I want to know why this pivot is off. Okay, that's why. Because it's not correct. Alright, so back to the scenario at hand. You players will be calling in the detectives. So now the detectives arrives. I don't have a particular vehicle for you guys. Let's just say, yeah, we don't have a regular vehicle for you guys to use as a scenario. So anyways, you pull the guy over. This is how the role play should play out. You know, obviously your vehicles are not going to always be consistent to particular ambulance. You might have a cop car coming in this way. You might even have a cop car honestly rolling in from this side to box the vehicle in. And at this point your weapons are drawn on. Now it becomes what's called a felony stop, because you have a person who is obviously mentally unstable. Because nobody, I hate when the foot falls asleep, Foxy. I hate that. It's the worst feeling in the world. So now you went from a normal traffic stop into a felony traffic stop, you know, and it could entail this person's lying. You know, there is no body in the trunk. This person obviously is mentally ill, but then you would have to, I believe it's a 132 in certain areas, which entails he's going for a psychiatric evaluation, obviously. But at this moment, you don't know exactly what's entailing with the suspect. So obviously, if you're role playing within the game, you got a vehicle blocking the front, vehicle obviously blocking the back, vehicles here, weapons are drawn. You're now giving commands for the individual to exit the vehicle, and he is to proceed backwards. He's to proceed to get on his knees, hands around his head. Then you proceed to arrest him, and obviously that's when the detective as well as the supervisor would work his way towards the trunk, open the trunk of the vehicle. And obviously if there's a body in there, then obviously you have a 187, which is a homicide. Then you would have no other choice. But now he's officially under arrest for suspicious of murder. You can't say he's the one that murdered the person, even though he has the body. You would have to do an investigation. And that will entail to a crime scene, you know what I'm saying? So there's a lot that's in my head what I want to play out for you guys when you guys are role-playing within these servers. So with that being said, guys, I'm not even sure if this vehicle is actually the correct, yeah, see, this is not even the correct size. Like, what? Okay, where is my R6? Ay, grande. Mamma move adelante. There you are. So yeah, you could say that's the right size. These cop cars might not be. Hold on. No, see, yeah, these are not. How are my cop cars gotten this big? Alright, so we'll shrink this one down to that size. This one comes over here. I don't remember making them that big, or did I? Alright, so this is now the same size as that vehicle. And so this becomes the most difficult part, is actually going through these vehicles and ensuring these vehicles are actually the proper size, you know. Alright, let's bring this one forward, over. There we go. Now the Dodge, big massive Dodge, which is bigger than what it should be, but it is a bigger Dodge, so we'll shrink it just slightly. And there we go. Alright, so now these are proper sizes. I'm sticking to the R6 style. I'm not gonna go R15 or Retro. We might at some point implement our own avatar system. But that's something I'll have to discuss with the programmers, see how it would work. I mean, we have the right to override that if you actually go within the game settings. Comes to the avatar, you could actually overwrite the avatar. The right leg, left arm, body parts, you could override the player's choice. So that does give us an option of creating special characters. But, so as I said, you know, it is a small... Gabby! Guys, I might have to take the dog out because she is knocked out and I'm not gonna... And obviously I still have to work on this, I believe. Yeah, see, this is still unionized. So I still got some small work. I thought I already did that, but it's fine. So obviously still some small work that has to be done, guys. Thank gosh that this one here is proper. And this one will actually stay because this is actually not heavy when it comes to part wise. I mean, you know, right there, 25. So this is your, I believe this is the cop car, I believe, yeah. And obviously we have all this extra stuff back here that I'm gonna have to clean out because I don't foresee needing all that extra stuff. But then who knows, I might talk to them, and since it is a detective's vehicle, I do have a better chief vehicle. Let me set all these here. But as you notice though, this is more compact. So here's, and these vehicles will actually go inside the police station itself. You will have vehicles parked back here. Then who knows, I might leave this as the offload station to bring your suspects in. Haven't decided yet. And obviously I'll be building a fence around here that will be locked into two players who only have access if you are part of that team. So with that being said, today we're going to put our focus on the fire departments. I was sitting there today thinking, how do I want to implement these fire trucks? Same thing as the cop cars. Do I want them sitting in the map and have them player locked? That's a possibility. But I would have to talk to the developers. Is it possible we'll have them within a server file and you just pull them from the server? But let me go let this dog out real quick because, you know, when you got kids that are sleeping, sometimes it's hard to wake them up. I'll be right back, guys. Come on, Mar. Such a patient young lady. Come on, Marley. Come on, Mama. come here. Milo, come here, bud. Milo, come here. Come here. Milo, why do you gotta pee on their spot? It makes no sense to me. Really, Marley? Really? Don't be doing that. It's weird. It's weird, guys. Weird. The dogs went to the bathroom, number 2, by the way. Just, you guys are aware. This dog goes pees on it. Makes no sense. So as I said, with the fire department, obviously, I sat there today, I was thinking about it, I'm like, I don't think I could really have. The only difference would happen when it comes to over here, which is, I believe, Station 5 is what we end up calling it. Yeah, here we go. With Station 5, we have 4 bays. So obviously, fire engine, tower truck, rescue truck with the ambulance coming out of the back, and obviously MCO, and obviously ICO. The ICO, I didn't call it chief, and that's my own prerogative because I hear it all the time, police chief. I want something. This is obviously Estonia. It's not a real place. It's an imaginary place. So you guys could say I'm probably crazy in my head because I legitimately made up a place, but that's pretty much what it is, So I decided to go ICO and CEO. Yeah, there you go. CEO. But I decided to go the ICO route. I would have to have a meeting with my programmers to discuss the implementation, how to implement the vehicles, whether we're going to do it through similar what I saw in other games, is through vehicle teleport system, the computer system when you walk up to the computer and you log in to your shift. And when you log into your shift, you're going to be selecting your vehicle. I'm not going to have vehicles locked. So, for example, obviously I think the only vehicles that would be locked if somebody was going to be a detective, so we'll have 2 of these to be allowed to spawn. These will probably allow 4 vehicles to be spawned, as well as 1 of these. So maybe 2 of these vehicles and 2 of these vehicles to be spawned. And obviously the code on top is the station 2BPD. There is no code system to these vehicles. It's just one supervisor, and these ones are your regular entailed vehicles. We do have a license plate system. I'm going to talk to them about that because I do like it. It does implement a unit number, but we might end up allowing you to select your own unit number, your call sign. So you'll have 2 of these vehicles, and obviously this vehicle is locked, as well as the deputy chief's vehicle. If I decide to put a deputy chief in, I haven't decided yet. But you have your chief vehicle, your supervisor's vehicle, and you have 2 of these vehicles as well, because this is the detective's vehicle, which is pretty unique to the game. But also, guys, now this is just the police department. Now, if I'm correct, these all together, we'll open a new folder. I want to get exact. Yeah, I think we're going to do a point system to where you could rank yourself up within the community. So that is a good question, Ohio. So there's a possibility, yeah, it's going to end up happening. I just have to talk to them and see how that would work. Because obviously, for like the police department, if we have a player that consistently plays as a police officer, I will like for him to eventually work his way up where he will have more seniority over other ones. So yeah, this is 700 pieces, guys, between all the vehicles. So even if we were having 2 of these vehicles and obviously just 2 of these vehicles, we'll wait for that to update. If it wants to update, I'm not sure. There we go. So yeah, there we go. Already 1,000. pieces, which is not bad, you know. Some people are like, oh, that's really not a lot compared to some vehicles, but I can guarantee these two vehicles entails a lot. So let me quickly go here, make sure all my vehicles are here. We're going to take these ones out and this one out. We'll see how much is in this vehicle alone. Not so bad. Not so bad. But now it becomes a system. Do we really need all this extra stuff? And my question is this. I'm going to take inside the body, NOS bottle. Why do we need this? Like somebody was not thinking when they were implementing certain parts. Like, we don't need exhaust and smoke. Two less things that we would need. You don't need this. And we'll implement our own plate. Yeah, that's stupid. Alright, hold on. Okay. Right there is just extra things you don't need. I appreciate whoever made the vehicle, but like, come on, man, you got to use your noggin. You can't sit there and create stupidity. Get rid of that. Now, obviously, this is the glass for the vehicle. Let's switch it to real glass. Give it more of a dark texture. This is the prism color. So, like, if I'm correct, skin is this. And I'll be happy. So this is one skin. This is the second skin, which is pretty darn cool that they actually broke it apart between these two. So let's quickly switch this to metallic, because I don't like the plastic looking on the vehicles. I love the metallic look. I think that color, to be honest, the quill gray gives it a good look. But we can even head to a darker color. I'm not sure if we can go to black. No, we can't. We could even go to red. There is a texture on it. Right, there we go. I don't know why there was a skin texture. Ooh, I'm having hot dogs. Yeah, your boy's having hot dogs. So yeah, I could go black for one vehicle, and obviously we'll figure out the secondary color. Let's find the quill gray again. Alright, so there we go. And it's a pretty unique cop car. Alright, so let's find all this stuff. We don't need all this back here. And honestly, I don't even know if this is inside this folder. No, it's not. See, it's not. So we could officially close this folder. Is it in this? No, it's not. Why would it be within a light bar? Alright, so let's ungroup this. Keep it as that. The extra stuff. What is the extra stuff? It makes me so this is the center gear. Alright, let's see how much this entails within parts. Not much. So not much with that. So these two are pointless. The ions are pointless. Seat organizer. Don't need that. I deleted it and the part count went up. Aiden, what kind of pasta are you having though, my friend? That's the rear deck. Don't need that. But I'll keep the cabinet because I think the cabinet looks pretty unique. Alright, so I was able to reduce it, but somehow it's not the center gear. Let's just delete that because it is a detective's vehicle. And truthfully, I don't even know what the heck that is. Does anybody know what the heck this is? It's under the body. I already know what it is. I think this is just a duplicated thing. Yeah, I think that's an extra part. Yeah, because I don't foresee how this... Right, so that was just something that was extra, you know? Alright, so now that cleaned it up a lot, and now we have two of them with ease. Alright, so... Alright, so let's quickly play right here. I don't need that offer. Definitely love the sound. I'll put on the sound for you guys. I mean, the lighting would have to be updated. I'm not sure what the heck that is, but I will have to get rid of that. Pretty unique. Alright, let's figure out what system that is because it's something that we don't need. Plugins, readme. Yeah, I'm not worried about that. The initialize plugin. Smoke, light on, ignition. Timing control, I'm not worried about that. Alright, so yeah, I want to take a look at these light bars. Yeah, they're all over the place. Now, where is this NOS system? So it's an advanced dome directional cruise. Cruise main. Alright, we need to go find where it says the word shift. Where's the find button? Find button. Where are you? Find. We definitely need. Yeah, that's basically what it is. It's right here. I don't think I really need it. So I'm going to delete it because I got rid of the NOS. So let's just test the vehicle and make sure it didn't break it. Because we really don't need it. We don't need NOS within a cop car. Yeah, there we go. I would have to see why I cannot. Alright, so let's open the body again. Go to the front glass. Alright, now let's test it. Because this one here we don't really need to go dark with. Because it's a pretty optimal vehicle. So let's see if I can get the lights. We have a problem. Why is my dude like the size of this car? Like my head is barely. Oh no, that seems about right. You, the average male, you know. Okay, that's fine. There you go. Alright, so let's come in here. This is going to be the turnaround bay. So I said I got to meet with the programmers because I definitely want to have a discussion with them on exactly how we're going to implement these vehicles. Because obviously I don't want any regular player to take these vehicles for spins. You obviously have to be part of this community, you know, this team. And trust me, I don't mind having these vehicles just sitting here and have them team locked. So obviously we'll have 2 of these. And actually what we'll do with these really ghosts. Autosave to the rescue. And obviously we'll leave a spot open for another vehicle. But let's take this over here. We'll have another implication of parking spots. So this is obviously a Chiefs parking spot right here. So just for now, until we decide what we really want to do when it comes to these vehicles, if it's better to have them inside of a server, then I will be all game for it, you know. But right now, this is where they're going to go. 2 DTs, 4 of these cars. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 regular officers, 6, 7, 8, 9. You have about 9 officers within the server just for the locals. Now, when it comes to, we're going to need a park patrol as well. Now, I could easily implement park ranger vehicle. We don't need many, to be honest. I think we only need 1 park ranger and obviously 1 federal officer. I'm not even sure if I'm going to give the federal officer even a vehicle, to be honest. I haven't decided yet. But I want to see if Roblox actually fixed the toolbox. Of course not. You think that they would have fixed the toolbox, but no. Okay, let's close this. We're going to have to close this for a second. We're going to have to open my other map. Oh, somebody gave me a command. Yeah, I was getting kind of thirsty. Thank you. Okay, let me quickly open. You guys can already guess I am not logged into Roblox at all. You would think I would get that point. Alright. So that's what I was talking about. The Maple County. I kind of like the way they implemented their... I just think there's way too many cops. Way too many. I get it, you're going to have your locals. But as of right now, let's... don't think I implemented the federal vehicles in this one map. I know in my other map I think I did. I'm going to have to open that one at a different point. Because... I'm going to see what vehicles I got inside. Okay, well, this is the previous before the map. Ay, grande. Alright, here it comes. I just got, because I do like, I have to get an all-terrain style vehicle for the park patrol. The one that's going to handle the Croydon region. Then I'm just strategizing whether if I really want to utilize a federal patrol vehicle for the airport. But then what purpose would that have? You know, that becomes another question. Doesn't mean I can't put an unmarked vehicle for that particular role for that officer. And obviously this entire map is being redone itself. I've gotten better with mapping. So obviously this map here needs to be redone. Oh, it's over here, duh. And this is one of our major maps for you guys. Let me shut this off because this is going to bother me. See, I have this. See. I'm going to save these to roadblocks. Because this is back when I was doing the roads as real terrain. And that is redunculous. So there's a lot that's going to have to change. Because the voxels are pretty high within this map, guys. If I show you guys this map real quick, I could delete that. I was in here cleaning it up. I reduced the parts all the way down, but that parts is going to fluctuate because it is a larger map. But there's no lag issue, no major issue with it, but the voxels are still pretty darn high. So there's something I have to consider with the dev team. So this is obviously a part station. And as you notice, this is actually one of our bigger maps. It has a highway system that spans out to here, and it actually takes you all the way around. You know, and who knows? I might even have it wrapped through here. I haven't decided yet. But I got what I wanted out of it. Let me close the place. Figure out. So we got that. I'm gonna try and open, because I did reduce the file size on this map, but it's still a large map. So let's see what it does. It's massive. But I did delete all the terrain. It's just parts now. Yeah, see, it's gonna not wanna. Okay, well, prove me wrong. If we don't move, it might load. This is one of my experiment maps I was toying with, and I was able to. I've learned a lot since I began all of this. And this is still, I think, one of the maps I do want to use. I just have to clean it up. I think it's because I had gotten rid of a lot of the buildings, cleaned it out. As you guys notice, this is the port of entry. That's how you got into the island. But I still got a lot of buildings here that are just magnetic. Like this building here is still not near completed. So there's so much I have to do. But I do have a fire department here that needs to be optimized. But I do like this fire department. Take a look at this one, guys. These are actually beach patrol vehicles. And they're part of the conservation department. I'm hoping that they didn't lose their touch. They shouldn't have, because they all should have. It's the beach police. Take a look at this fire station. This fire brigade is strictly for the beach. And this is all the rescue vehicles for the beach patrol. Lifeguard vehicles. So this is still probably going to be a map idea of what I really want to run within one of my bigger maps. Just your boy Ghost has learned a lot since I've been playing with the maps. I've become a lot better. But I'm not going to be us. I'm still in love with this map style. And I'm going to show you why. See, some of my buildings are still within here. And this is why. It's the National Park, Memorial Park. But I've gotten better with my street development. I got better with my building development. So as I said, once I get into this map some more and start pulling some more parts out, I'm going to be able to implement better building styles. Like this was Main Street. The Moxa Tower, all those buildings that you see were here. In the other map, you see the theater on Main Street, that was here. I do have the Chelsea's Flats somewheres. Where? Don't quote me on it. I really don't know. This is another memorial site. Freedom Tower. But all this is going to change, obviously. I got an idea. This is the old flags. I'm going to have a better firefighter flag because that one's all screwed up. But take a look at this building. This is just a mesh building, guys. So, let me know in the comment section if we should still utilize this map. Obviously, clean it up. Just let me know. You know, obviously, I took down a lot of the mountains because I had almost 800 million voxels. This is the Federal building, guys. Take a look at this beast. And this is a Federal building. Federation building. Actually, we could save that to Roblox because we're going to need it. Because I'm not changing that. Not changing the flag. The flag I really love. Roblox better not go down because me and y'all, listen, Roblox, we'll be throwing hands. And this is a massive complex. And here are some of my Federation vehicles. And these are the vehicles I do want to re-envision. So these are some of the Federation vehicles, Federation SWAT vehicles, such as this one right here. And I'll put these in a separate studio and call it Fed Police just for now. Because I might want to change the color of the vehicles and all that, you know. As I said, there's a lot that has to be done with this map in order to make it more efficient. So even while I'm in here, how about this? We're going to replace all of the water. I'm not sure how well that's going to set, but we'll let it. Okay, well, it definitely updated it a lot quicker. Close this, come here, close this, increase this a little bit. Yeah, see, for me to flatten all this, it won't take much. So yeah, it would be a lot of work to make this map flat. Yeah, so it'll take me a while to actually get through this map and thoroughly clean it and make it more viable of a map. So, still a lot of work. Glad, you know, Aiden. My stomach is upset, buddy. I am not seeing him right now. So, I got some